Man, that setup is so stinky. You literally smell the inside of the engine when you're sitting on the passenger side. Like all of it goes in.
I'm sorry.
Like, it's just a bad smell.
Yeah, to be honest, it didn't bother me at first, but then you pointed it out and I'm like, oh man, I notice it even more now. So this is my catch can, and it just vents to the atmosphere. And as you can see, it's connected to my valve covers, and the smell this thing makes, it just smells like the inside of an engine. And it goes inside the car. You know, it comes in here, comes in through like the glove box or something, and it just stinks up the whole car. Have to get an air freshener to freshen it up, but
Best air freshener ever made.
yeah, I like it. So that's gonna be today's little project. I'm gonna be fixing this stinky catch can. Okay, so the way I'm gonna fix it is I'm gonna make a plate that's the same size as this. You see it's just bolted on 4 bolts, but I'm gonna make a plate, and then I'm gonna drill a hole right in the middle, and then there'll be an AN fitting right there, and that'll just come over here to this intake pipe right there, and then there'll also be another AN fitting, and then just gonna be a little hose that connects it, and then that'll just recirculate everything. Okay, so here are the parts that I have. So first thing, I got this piece of sheet metal, and that'll be the plate to replace that one. And then I have this straight AN fitting, and then I'm just gonna drill a hole right in the middle, so it'll go in like that. This washer will go there, and then I have this nut here that'll go right on the bottom, so there will be no need to weld. That'll be nice and simple, just gotta drill a hole, and then all the hoses to connect everything together. But this thing I'm gonna have to weld. Actually, I'll have Andre weld it, but this is what goes on the intake pipe, somewhere right about there. And then from there I have various angles and fittings, 45 degree, 90 degree, or just straight.
Alright, Master Allen, figure it out?
Yeah. I can see it in my head. I don't know about you guys, but you're about to see real soon.
Okay.
So let's do the first thing and mark where to drill.
Dang. You recommend red Sharpie or
Red
a black Sharpie?
Red one.
Okay.
Makes it legit.
Step 1, red Sharpie.
Red Sharpie. And then probably right in the middle, right about there. Very nice.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, and then let's pull out this pipe. Oh man, can I even get to it? Okay, intake pipe is out. And then I'll drill into this later. Now, let's take off the catch can. What size is this? There you go, catch can is out. Here it is. And it looks like it is doing something, because I got some brown stuff in there. But I'm actually going to drain this and see if it did anything. Okay, here it goes. Yeah, something. Not a whole lot came up, but I guess it's doing its job. So I got this thing traced out onto the sheet metal with my trusty red Sharpie, and then I'm gonna drill out these little holes here, cut it out. Okay, so it's been a couple of days since the last clip, and I kind of have some bad news, and that is I kind of finished everything up on the catch can setup, but I wasn't able to record because the neighborhood kids came over, they swarmed me, and they had a bunch of questions about the car, and they wanted me to like rev it up and stuff, so I couldn't record, unfortunately. So I guess I'll just kind of walk you guys through about what I did. So first thing is, I had Andre weld up this AN10 fitting onto my intake pipe. And then here's this little plate that I traced out from the original plate. It's right there. But basically it's a blank plate with a hole right in the middle. And then I just attach it with a nut on the other side. And that just goes on right there. So there's that. And then I made this hose here. AN10. 120 degree coupler. And that attaches on top of here. And then the other end will go into the intake pipe over here. And that will fully recirculate all the gases, or not gases, like fumes and stuff coming out from the valve covers. So there's two hoses here, goes to the catch can here. Catch can catches anything that comes out, and then the clean air goes through the hose over here. Pretty simple. Another thing I did is I put on this Nismo Omori factory, but I screwed it up like an idiot. So for chassis, it's supposed to be R32, but the 3 is upside down. So dumb. But yeah, I put number 1 because this is my first Skyline. 7/17, which is June 2017 is when I got this car. It's got the RB25 engine in it, and that's just my Instagram thing. So I gotta buy a new plate, but at least it looks pretty cool. It kind of like fills in the void. So let's assemble this all together and then throw it back in the car. Here's the catch can all assembled. So these two hoses goes to the valve cover, and then this goes to the intake pipe. So out, catches it through the filter here, and then back in. Man, I really like this plate. It's a nice little touch. Like, I thought this thing looked too plain without the badge, but this looks nice. If only I didn't screw it up. Oh well, I'll have another one coming. Now before I throw everything in, I wanted to show you what it looks like without it. And it's just a big void here. Like, it's too empty. And also there's like a bunch of wires and hard lines and stuff. So this catch can will do a great job of covering all that up. Okay, catch can is in place. All the hoses are hooked up. And yeah, like I was saying before, this thing just looks so good in there. There's no empty dead spot over there. So now let's start this thing up and make sure there's no leaks or anything. Make sure it functions properly. Another new thing I got is an alarm, but it's also a remote start. I just push this little button here. Just gotta make sure this thing is in neutral, and it is. Okay, hit the button here. Oh wow, so cool. Looks like everything's good. Now the whole reason why I wanted to recirculate the catch can is because the vented catch can, all the fumes would come into the cabin and it would just smell everything up. Like, it would get on the carpets, the seats, it would get on your clothes. It smelled really bad. And I think it's partly because of the placement of the catch can, which is like right next to the hole where the wiring harness goes. So the fumes are getting through there and into the cabin. But now with it recirculated, I don't have to worry about that. And right now, I don't smell anything. Smells like a normal car to me. Yes. Very good. So this is one of those things that you guys never would have known until I mentioned it. But it's things like this. It's like some of my favorite things to do because it just makes the car so much more enjoyable to drive. Like, I don't have to worry about smelling fuel or oil or whatever. I can just enjoy driving it, you know? So, yeah, unfortunately I wasn't able to record the whole process, and I'm trying to get better at it, but I keep getting distracted by people, by things, places I gotta go. But I'm gonna try to be better at that. So yeah, that's gonna be the end of this one. I'll see you guys next time.